Let's talk about formula elements. What is inside of a formula? How does it work, and what are the different elements within that formula? Here we have an example, an image from our exercise book, and we're going to go through it. Now, it's important to understand that every formula will begin with an equal sign. Without that equal sign, it's not a formula, it's just text content within a cell. So if we start our formula with an equal sign, after that we have a function. Now, not all formulas will have a function, but in this case we're going to talk about functions. And what is a function? A function is simply an inbuilt block of codes within a formula that will perform certain calculations within that formula. Next, we have number 2 here. It identifies parentheses. Parentheses control the order in which a calculation occurs within a formula. Next, we have number 3. That is a reference, more specifically a cell reference. Right now we have just a single cell reference here, A1. But it could be a range of cells as well, A1 through A5 maybe. And I'm going to demonstrate that in just a second. Number 4, we have an operator. Operators are simply the way we calculate within a formula. It can be a multiplication sign like we have here, or it can be a subtraction, division, and so on. Lastly, we have a constant. Now, a constant in this example is a number 2. But in these examples over here, I'm going to show you, just demonstrate real quick what we can use and how they operate. So, over here, I have a formula that calculates everything in our accessories column here. Now, if I double click this, it'll open up that formula for me. Let me move this out of the way so we can see everything. Now, as you can see, I have a function, the sum function, and then our parentheses here. Within our parentheses is our range of cells, C7 through C12. So I'm asking Excel to total everything within that cell range. And then here's our operator, multiply, right? We're going to multiply it by 4%. And this represents this commission rate here. I'll escape out of that. Now, that's one way to build out a formula where you type in the percentage, which is okay, it works. However, if this is something that I'm going to be changing regularly, I may want to use a different type of formula. Down here, I have the same formula, except down here, instead of the 0.04 to represent 4%, I identified this cell. So now, if I change the value in this cell, it'll automatically reflect in this formula. For example, let me change this to 10%. Notice how this changes automatically for me? Pretty simple. Well, thanks for joining me. I hope this was helpful. We'll see you in the next exercise. Thanks.